Hey listeners, I'm Erica.
And I'm Sean.
We are co-owners of Code One Barbecue in Wilmington, Massachusetts, and we're here at WCTV on location recording Through Fire and Oak, a podcast about what it's like to run a small business, manage a family, and get through life every day.
I like that one.
Okay, so welcome to our very first episode of Through Fire and Oak. We're really excited to be here. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you for coming and listening. We know you have a lot of stuff going on, so it's great that you can do that. We want to thank WCTV for producing our show. We couldn't do it without them.
That's true.
So we've been in business now at the restaurant for 15 months.
15 months.
15 whole months. Can you believe it?
No, I cannot.
And a lot of questions that we get, well, besides the fact of how can you work with your spouse and your partner? That's a big one.
Opposite shifts, baby. Opposite shifts.
Yeah. That means we don't sleep in the same bed at the same time.
Yeah, right.
So I figure why don't we get into like why we started this in the first place, where we come from, who we are, what Code One is all about to us, like. Go back to that time when we were, sitting in the backyard during COVID and we were like, hey, this is a thing.
Yeah.
So why don't you start, Sean?
Yeah, I think, that whole time when COVID hit, I was still employed but not employed, still running, another person's company, but working from home, but,
Technically on unemployment.
Yeah, technically on unemployment. And that's when I kind of figured, okay. I need a change. And we started picking up barbecue again that we had stopped for a little while because, time and, kids and.
Yeah, life.
Yeah, right, life.
I had a business.
That's right.
You worked full time. Yep. I was taking care of the kids.
Yeah, plus I did a lot of extra hours as a manager, just not having the time to be in the backyard and barbecue or even do the lawn. At that point, right?
Yeah, I did the lawn. I do the lawn. Right. The lawn is my thing.
So, we got some downtime. We started working on the house.
Oh, that's right. We built a third bedroom for Finn.
Built a third bedroom as I was doing.
That was fun.
Yeah, as I was doing online video conferencing. And
yeah.
I'd put the hammer down for like 15 minutes and then take a call or whatever it was. And as the weather got warmer during COVID, we started barbecuing again, right? And then we just started cooking more, being outside more, and then kind of got that first smoker.
I remember that because you were like, oh, I want to smoke. We had a smoker a while ago, and we'll tell you about the chicken fiasco in that smoker a long time ago when we first started really smoking. But you said, I want to get this new smoker. It's only so much at Home Depot, and I was like, no, we cannot get that smoker. I'm not clean. Like, I need a regular grill. I like to grill. I want to come home and throw hamburgers and hot dogs on and cook steaks, and I'm not cleaning that thing.
Yeah.
I was like, you're cleaning that thing if we get it.
Yeah.
So.
And it was a pellet smoker, right? It was they're nice and easy to work with.
Yes.
You don't have to monitor them like a regular stick burner or even the smokers that we have now, right? You just load it and it kind of does its thing. And I always say they're not the greatest to learn on because you're not teaching yourself much as far as fire management. It does it itself.
Yeah. But they do make great food.
They make great food. They really do.
Yeah.
And if for someone that has a full-time job and is only doing a pork butt or a brisket or whatever they're doing, they can do it. Mm-hmm. Put it in, walk away, check it in 3 to 4 hours. I mean, if you love sleep. And you love to do barbecue.
Whoo! Who doesn't love sleep?
Right. The pellet grill is the way to. I mean, I tell people all the time, pellet smoker is the way to go. If you
can watch it on your phone.
You can watch it on
from
your
bed.
Phone. Yeah. I mean, you can be sleeping while your food is cooking.
So, but how long does it take to cook a brisket? Why would you want to sleep? I mean, can't you just do that really quick?
Yeah. Why can't you do more briskets, right? our favorite question. Well, what do you mean you're running out of food? So yeah, it was a great start, right? And then one pellet smoker became 2 pellet smokers.
Yeah.
And we went from doing one brisket, a couple of pork butts, some chicken, to having the neighbors say, what's going on over there?
Yeah, why does it smell so good? What do you got? What are you
Yeah.
guys doing?
And then, our neighbor, we started giving food away. And then,
Well,
know-
you were smoking so much meat. It became such a thing, which
But-
I was surprised by, that like we couldn't eat it. Like you were coming home with
no,
beef ribs.
I know.
Racks of beef ribs and briskets, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do with all this food?
I was going to, I would go on the internet and be like, okay, what can I smoke next?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I would have smoked a T-Rex, but they weren't around.
Yeah.
The butcher is like, what are you doing? You're just,
Oh yeah.
He's like, you're here every day. I'm like, I know I'm here every day. I've got so much time on my hands.
Yeah,
So-
time that you never had before.
Yeah, time that you never had before, right? And then, I fell in love with it again, and it became, our friends were like, oh, you should be selling this.
Oh yeah.
And then I
We
asked-
started having people
Yeah,
over for
it's like-
dinner and
and you know me, I'm not that type of person. Like, hey, let's just go hang out. It's
yes, I make all the plans.
and they started coming over. We started feeding them, and then we really got it really serious. It's like, wait, I think we might be able to. I know it was you who said, Sean, do you think this might be something you want to do? I was like, yes, I have a name.
Yes, I literally was sitting there. I remember one day, and you were just like so obsessed, and you were like, I don't want to go back to the office. I don't want to sit in the office and work for somebody else. And I said, well, if you were going to have your own business, what would you name it? And you instantly came out with a name.
Yeah,
And
because I've been thinking about it.
you had. And that's when I knew you'd been thinking
Yeah.
about it. And that's when we said, okay, well, then how do we do that thing? How do we make this plan
That's right.
to sell barbecue?
Yep. And that led us on to like the next thing was calling, Humphrey Smokers and getting an
Our
actual,
first,
a real commercial, real smoke, real real wood.
Yep.
And then we got Bumblebee,
Bumblebee, yes. And that was a cubed beast?
a cube beast.
Yep.
Held a lot of food. Like
She did a lot
when
for
that
us.
when that thing came in, we were both like, ooh,
Yeah.
that's a lot. And then we started catering, right? We got a commercial kitchen in Woburn.
Well, we started buying, one of the things that we started doing first was we started getting post oak delivered
Yes.
to our house.
Yes.
And then
Yep.
we reached out to our friends and family, but mostly we ended up reaching out to our community
Yep.
and saying,
That's
we're
right.
going to start this. Like we had decided, okay, we're going to start this business. We opened the LLC. We had no customers. We had nothing going on. We just
Yep.
had, people that loved us telling us our food was amazing and we should sell it. And we're
Yep.
like, hey, let's do that. And then, we reached out to the community on the Facebook community board, Wilmington community, and we said, hey, we're starting a barbecue business and we're going to be catering and doing pre-orders. Does anybody want barbecue?
Well, remember when we went down and we said, hey, could we do this out of our house?
Oh, right, yeah.
And they were like,
Yeah, no.
No, where do you live? I'm like, I gotta go.
We aren't going to tell you that.
Yeah.
And it didn't help that the entire neighborhood, and police driving around could smell it. They would
I know.
drive around looking for the